You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
Good morning, everybody. We have made it back. Season number 5 Episode 202. Man, it's good to be back. Well, you know what's on for today's show, man. We have finally made it to football season. That's right. That's what the G stands for, UGA. And boy, we got a big game today. That's pretty much what the whole show is about. We got our college football preview on tap for today. We got the Braves report coming up. We got what's going on with Cam Newton's future on the horizon. We just got a lot of topics, most of them college football based. I'm not going to waste any more time. I know you guys have missed us. Let's get it started. Red, Rev, Coach, and we even got an appearance from Shelby Armani today. Let's get it started. We got a lot to do.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show featuring Coach. And joining us this week are Shelby and Armani. At least 80% of us are coming to you live from the ATL. Giving you real sports talk because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes besides Shelby, who have real sports knowledge. So come on, hang out with your boys and your sports bae, Shelby, for another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. And as is our sports custom, even coming off a hiatus, we're going to turn to our numerologist who tried to get out of giving the number before the show, but we had to put him on the spot. Coach, it's time for you to rise to the occasion. What do you have for us when it comes to number 202? It's on you.
Good morning, everybody. Let me say, I didn't try to get out of it, but I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. But hey, number 202 goes to the man who I consider the greatest running back in NFL history, for number 20. And of course, you know, it's playing for the Detroit Lions, sad to say. But his name is Barry Sanders, and he was a two-time Offensive Player of the Year in the NFL. Should have been more, but again, he played for the Lions. Number 202, number 20, Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
All right, you gave us somebody all of us have been alive to see. That's number one. We appreciate that. We saw him play in his prime.
Yeah.
So you did come strong, and we say thank you so much. All right, panel, what's going on, everybody? I see Shelby is already. She can't wait till 7:30 tonight. She is already in Georgia mode. Just a quick word, Shelby. How you doing?
I'm great. It's fall outside. Well, it feels like fall outside. It is college football weather. I am ready to beat Clemson. Orange is ugly. Just as an FYI, orange is ugly.
All right. She's already in Clemson iteration mode. Red, what's going on, man? How you been since the hiatus?
Oh, man, it's been like, I'll admit, you guys, I have been missing you guys, man.
That's so nice.
Yeah, we did need a break, man. But it seemed like so many stories were happening as soon as we went on break, and we thought we were going to a downtime. I'm sure we're gonna talk about what we missed, but definitely glad to be back, and definitely glad to get our 5th season rolling. Football season is upon us, and you know what time it is. Let's get to it.
All right, and Coach, you did a good job with the number. How you feeling in general?
Ready for 4 o'clock this evening, baby.
Who's
USC Trojans are on the map against San Jose State. Get a good warm up before the Pac-10's 12 stars.
Oh, I thought Pittsburgh Steelers had their fan club meeting at 4 o'clock.
I had no idea USC played today.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought all the attention would be on the Alabama-Miami game. And
I know I was going to go with 3:30 for Alabama-Miami, but that threw me off with 4.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. We going to go under the radar all year. That's fine. We'll take
all right. And Armani, how you doing, sir?
I'm good.
You're good? You're not in the sea?
Nah. Y'all already know what I'm waiting on, that 3:30 game in Alabama.
All right.
But let me be clear, Revanite Nation, Armani is not wearing Alabama gear.
There you
You set yourself up for that, man.
He already knew it was coming. She already gave him that heat before the show started.
But I just wanted Revanite Nation to be aware. How are you a Bama fan and you're wearing the Falcons? Don't play this week.
Hey,
Well,
our money is ready. Our money telling you just ready for your NFL preview.
Hold on.
In the pregame show for my picture, I had on the national championship hat. Something y'all probably not gonna never get.
Oh.
Okay.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Okay.
Hey, with
Okay.
that heat.
Right back.
Okay.
Hey, we get it.
Last time y'all went to a championship, second in 26.
Okay.
That is
all right. So,
Wow.
so
Wow. Okay.
Armani says, Shelb, if you come for him, get ready to get shot back. All right, here it is. Welcome, Revanite Nation. You know we cannot start the Red and Red Sports Show without recognizing Revanite Nation. Revanite Nation is in the house. They are come. They are ready, fired up. The president has chimed in. It's a great day in Revanite Nation. Revanite, stand up. Sister Sylvia Harris is back. Joe Black, the chef, best chef in Jacksonville, is back. The vice president has chimed in. Vincent Woodruff, what's going on, VP? Lance is in the house. He's dropping in since he's on his way to watch a pack of Panthers and a group of cadets battle behind Hank Aaron's statue. I got you, man. That's good stuff. Who else is in the house? Everybody is welcoming Armani and all that good stuff. Timothy Sagels, the Rec Ball Conference.
Wow.
Hey, Sagos.
Wow.
Sagos, guess what? Go to the internet, use Google, which might be your friend, and see what USC's record is against the SEC while you talking. Keep on. Now, I want you to record.
That's back in the O.J. Simpson days, right? That ain't nothing recently, folks. That ain't nothing recently now. Now, don't talk that big talk because you know USC ain't put down no.
Only team that had the guts to players is Alabama. We're not going to talk about the game, but that's the only team that had the guts to players.
Okay, Coach. All right, we'll let you have that one. All right, what's going on, Dante Armstrong? All right, Revanite Nation. Now, look. Since we've been on hiatus, the panel has decided not to do dope, nope, cope this week. Don't hit me. I have not forgotten about dope, nope, and cope. We will get back to dope, nope, and cope next week since we have now begun in regular mode for the Red and Red Sports Show. So Red came up with this since the hiatus. Best moment since the hiatus.
That's right.
Worst moment since the hiatus, and the weirdest. All right. So that's what we're doing today, and then we'll be back in dope, nope, cope mode next week. All right. So let's get into it. Best moment since the hiatus. Let's see. Since Red, you came up with the topic. We'll start with you.
Oh,
What's
man.
the best moment since the hiatus? You're wrong, man.
Probably want to start with somebody else. I got to bring them up.
Hey, man, you're supposed to have this memorized. We just need one moment. Come on.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm ready. Oh, am I?
All right, you got to have it memorized. We just need one. Just one.
Okay. I say the Field of Dreams game. That was a great moment for baseball. It gave us a real nostalgia moment. Kevin Costner coming through the cornfields with the Yankees and the White Sox. And it happened to be a great game with a great ending too. So I say dope moment while we were on hiatus is definitely, y'all got me sounding like Shannon Sharp. It's definitely a Field of Dreams game. So I'll say the Field of Dreams game.
All right, that's a dope moment. That was pretty dope right there. I got to give you some credit for that one. Matter of fact, everybody chime in real quickly. Coach, I know you're a big baseball guy. What did that do for you?
I mean, that's a memory thing right there. That game and that movie made everything just. I mean, it brought it live. You don't get that kind of game anymore. Everything is played under the lights, big time. But you go back, and those guys walking out that field of corn, big time.
All right. We'll move on. We'll move on. Shelby, you go next. What's your best moment since hiatus?
The Braves taking over first place. I did not see that coming at all. All of a sudden, we go on hiatus, and the Braves start winning and winning well and hitting home runs, and it was crazy. And again, okay, we've lost a few, but them taking over first place, especially after Ronald Acuna went down, I did not see that coming at all. That was a great moment.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go right into Coach. Best sports moment.
Thank you, Shelby, for taking my sports moment. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Sorry.
Thank you. So I had to go with a backup plan. And the best moment to me was, and somebody mentioned it before I did again, but I go to Allison Felix being an all-time gold medal winner in track and field. I mean, she didn't get a lot of pub, but she's quietly came up and it's still big time winning gold medal. So I go with Allison Felix.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
All right, Coach is going with the track star. Armani, rounded out. Best sports moment. What you got, sir?
So for me, I don't know about for anybody else, but my best sports moment for the past couple of weeks has been hearing that Ben Simmons doesn't want to be a 76er anymore. We are tired. We are ready to get you up out of Philadelphia.
Oh my gosh.
2, 4. We are ready to get you out. So don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you and get out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Okay.
That was a good one.
That was classic.
I felt that one was coming. I knew he was gonna work it in somewhere.
Oh man, that was classic. So you're waiting with tiptoe anticipation for the trade to happen at any moment.
Hey y'all, we got our first Armani rant.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
All right, Shelby, it's on you. We're gonna move to the worst sports moment. Now, remember, Coach, you didn't read the notes. You didn't read the notes.
He's just hosting today.
There you go. Shelby, it's on you.
The worst moment, and it continues to be the worst moment. Trevor Bauer. We still have not. I don't understand what's taking so long. I don't understand what's taking so long with the investigation. We have all the allegations, and you're still investigating. It doesn't take this long, especially when people have come out and said what he did. And now you just keep moving it on. Eventually, you're just going to keep moving it back until the end of the season and think nobody's paying attention. But this is ridiculous. He should be out of baseball forever.
Forever. Wow. Okay. All right, Coach, worst sports moment.
And like Shelby, mine, it seems like it's going to continue too. All these fan fights in these stadiums. What is going on with the? You can't go to the game and sit down and watch a good game and relax, drink his nice beverage, eat some good food. These fans are fighting each other, including the one we won't talk. We know which one it is. The one at the Steelers game where the lady slapped the guy and her boyfriend took the beating for her. So this fan fighting in the stadium, it's got out of hand now.
They boxing up in there. All right, Armani, jump in there. Worst sports moment.
Worst sports moment was yesterday when the Patriots tight end was killed in a car accident, or a motorcycle accident in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm praying, Mr. David Patton. I'm praying for his family, for recovery, and that's my worst sports moment for since the hiatus.
All right, man. I'm not even going to play any sound after that one. And rest in peace to the Patton, to Brother Patton, and may God bless his family who suffered a major loss. Red, worst sports moment. It's on you.
Worst moment, yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, David Patton. Prayers go up to his family. Worst sports moment, I'm gonna keep it with Shelby and coach and bring up a story. Look like it's gonna keep going until we have a change. And that would have to be, you know it, Shikari getting dusted in her first race after the Olympics, coming in last place, and then, which happened to make it even worse moment, that offer interview she gave talking about how she ain't done, how she gonna get back, how she still number one. You weren't number one that day, sweetheart. You was dead last. You still eating the dust from them Jamaican girls. Okay, so that was probably the worst, most embarrassing moment. I have some others, but I'll just stick with that one for right now. Shikari coming in last place, dead last in Oregon.
All right. Real quickly, I need to ask a question. Are you all sure that marijuana is not a performance enhancer? Are you sure? I mean, you go from
no comment.
You go from first to worst, so I don't know. But nevertheless, we're going to go to the weirdest.
That was a low blow.
I'm just.
But it was the truth. It was the truth because
answer the question.
Yeah,
she won when she was smoking.
She was smoking. She won.
Yep.
She was literally smoking when she was smoking, and and now that she's no longer smoking, the smoke has gone. So I'm just saying. All right.
The smoke is gone.
It's on you, Coach. Weirdest sports moment. What you got, Coach?
You're gonna see this guy sometime during the year, and it is a very weird sight. SMU football has a kicker who is 6'8", 232 pounds, but he's booming in practice. He's booming. They say he's kicking 60-yard field goals, so I don't know what's going to happen. And but he's going to get them on TV in his size 14 shoes. Brendan Hall is his name. Just watch out for him. 6'8", 232 pounds.
Wow. Okay. All right. We're going to
watch.
They
didn't need any tight ends.
All right, Armani. Weirdest sports moment. What you got, man?
I'm going to go to our owner, our beloved Falcons owner, Arthur Blank. Sir, you broke your silence about the Julio Jones trade, which is fine. It's okay. But you sitting here going on and on about it is not okay. We moved on. Julio has moved on. It's time for everybody just to move on. There's no need to keep going on and on about the Julio trade. It happened. Both parties have moved on. Stop salivating over these players. I know you love them like your sons, but please stop salivating over these players. They're written these lockers. They don't own these lockers. Next.
All right, and I must admit, I felt some kind of way about Arthur Blank saying something about Julio after Julio did not say anything for years for that sorry quarterback that we have that's called a franchise quarterback. But that's another. I mean, never mind. I ain't even gonna go there. All right,
Red. I want to hear this.
Nah, man, I'm not even.
But we'll save it for later. Save it for later.
Yeah. We're the sports moment. What you got, Red?
Once again, the New York Mets, they just can't help themselves. They are always going to be the stupid, stinking Mets. What's the latest going on in Mets? Well, besides their assistant GM getting a DUI, Shelby, somebody got to figure out what's going on in their PR department, who is hiring these guys in their front office. But that's not what I want to talk about. The Mets story I want to talk about is them booing their fans. Really? How are you going to boo your fans for booing you for underachieving? That's right. Some clown named Julio Chavez all of a sudden the Mets start winning. Now they're going to get the first base and start booing to the fans. Are you kidding me? I tell you, this happens only in the New York Mets nation right here. Booing their fans and then coming out 2 or 3 days later and say, well, we never meant to hurt the fans. We never meant for the fans to take offense to this. Really? You never meant to offend the fans? I tell you, sometimes I think it's stressful being a Braves fan, but no, not when I look at what the Mets doing.
All right.
Thank God I'm a Brave fan.
All right, and Shelby closes out with weirdest sports moment.
Bishop Sycamore.
Oh God. I knew that was coming.
I mean, when you read the story, it's so unbelievable that it feels like a fiction movie. The players, when you saw the players, most of them looked old. They looked like they were 20, 30 years old. Who vetted them? Who vetted them? Somebody at ESPN had to vet them. You couldn't find them. You couldn't find their roster. You couldn't find the school. Now the coach has a warrant and he's been arrested.
Wow.
I can't. I mean, it's somebody at ESPN had to have gotten fired over this. And I don't recommend anybody losing their job. Please understand that. But this is horrible. This was horrible. And I kind of, the other team that played them, whatever team it was, they probably had something to do with it too, because you had to know once it became 30-0, like, come on, y'all. You had to know something. But y'all are that old and y'all couldn't score 1 point. That's the worst part. Because y'all were like in your 20s and 30s and y'all couldn't score against some high school kids. But anyway.
No doubt about it.
You know who got fired for this, Shelby.
That's terrible. All right, let's see what Revenite Nation, they get up. They're already in a regular season mode with their comments. Glad that you love the new intro, Sister Harris. God bless you. All right, let's see. As we get into it, here it is. Red's therapist told him to say that to you guys. That's step 3, acknowledgement. The adventures didn't stop. Camel canoodling and sandstorm surfing and I can't pronounce that. Whatever. All right, man. Hope you enjoy. Stay safe there, Thomas. All right. Let's see. The wildest, I think you meant to say wildest. That's a nice profile pic, Joe. I see you. Was definitely Bishop Sycamore. Best moment, Braves handling business. Vincent Woodruff, best moment since the hiatus. Allison Felix becoming an all-time medal winner in U.S. track history. Sister Sylvia Harris, baseball season is approaching.
Wow.
Right. Good morning, Maurice Brewer. We're going to have you in the show at some point. The nostalgia, I think he was talking about Field of Dreams right there. And that's why he said great minds, coach. Best moment, the Tim Tebow experiment ending. Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay. She said that was her worst moment. Worst moment, Sha'Carri Richardson just taking L's. We got somebody who came in from another country on YouTube. Fans in European basketball are crazy compared to fans in the NBA and European basketball. Smoke flares are thrown, curses, all the fans shouting, singing, the whole basketball hall is shaking. Wow. Thanks for that insight. And thank you for watching the Red and Red Sports Show. She can't. Basically, she needs Jesus and a couple of slices of humble pie. Don't come for our Allison Felix. Boomer clap. All right, Vincent bringing that heat. Worst moment, Cam. Killing his career because he refuses to vaccinate. We'll talk about him later. Coach, they arguing less feeling tastes great. All right, what's up with you, Brother Rasa? Glad to have you tuning in to the show. Vincent Woodruff, rest in peace, David Patton, native of Columbia. I guess that's South Carolina. Prayers to his family, no doubt. Worst, Sha'Carri coming in last. Worst moment for Timothy Segu, Sha'Carri. I got 5 on. Her interview makes it seem like she is not intelligent at all. Learn to speak with some class. Stay off the weed and win a race. I know that's right. Shakant was number 1 from the rear. With the shade, that debate is over. I'm telling y'all, the way she ran, we must be a performance enhancer. Basically, she showed up because it was in a contract, and she blew it.
fluid.
Did she even graduate from LSU? Does anybody know if she graduated?
She probably didn't. She just fulfilled her eligibility. Good morning to you, Sister Windrum. I like to talk about the brother. Oh, my bad. Brother Windrum, he like to talk about the Dodgers. This must be one of your boys, Red.
Yeah, California. That's my cousin in California.
Yeah, he coming for the Braves like right off the rip with his first comment. Like he came with an agenda. Yeah, no doubt.
And he a Stanks fan.
Oh Lord.
Oh no. Oh, absolutely not. He has to be cut off.
Darren Lorenzen Park dope too. All right, got you.
He talking about that kicker.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Joe Black. While this is the entire Bishop Sycamore story, so he was right in line with Shelby, and he is coming, letting us know where he stands. Who dat? Gail Benson, best owner. Is there been a time where a first-time watcher was the last time watcher because we blocked him? Has there ever been a time?
All right.
You have blocked people before.
I mean, come on, man. He
ruthless with it.
I see, man. Welcome to the show, Andra. Welcome to the show. 66 million can't feed his family. We're the sports moment for Thomas Bishop Sycamore. Let's see. Those dudes lost to high school players. I blame ESPN for dropping the ball on their due diligence. Yeah, somebody, as Shelby said, somebody's head is about to roll. Get ready to laugh, everybody. The president has spoken about a graduate of Bishop Sycamore. Monte.
It's not Manti-Teo. His girlfriend. It's probably his girlfriend. His girlfriend went there. Yeah. She was the homecoming queen, probably.
Said that Geritol kicked in around the first quarter. Kim Kardashian scored more than they did. No, unfortunately, I'm the only one. Man, Joe, I'm still trying to figure out how to unblock you, man. I'm still trying to figure out, but glad that you can watch us in real time on YouTube. I'm so glad about that. And I may have to call somebody. And then Brother Ross is shaking his head. All right, let's get into it. We have already started. Revenite Nation is ready to rock and roll. And we're going to start talking some college football. I know Shelby is happy. No more basketball for a while.
You mean for a month?
About a month, yeah. About a month, because the Hogs start playing what? Preseason in a minute.
Training camp start in a month. It's might start this month.
All right, here we go. We want to jump right into the topic. Everybody wants you all to know we will make our predictions. We have about 6 games that we will be predicting towards the end of the show. But we want to start off with who we believe are NCAA college playoff contenders. So we should not hear USC in this. No, I'm just playing. All right. So here we go. Let's start off with the new kid on the block, Armani, right now. Armani, besides Alabama, who else is an NCAA college playoff contender? Give it to us.
Let's see. Clemson, Georgia. I got to get one more in there. Oklahoma.
All right.
Wow.
Now you're not part of Revenite Nation right now, so you got to give us a little bit more detail on why you chose those teams. So why those teams? Give it to us.
So for one, because Clemson, even though they lost Trevor Lawrence, I know that they lost a couple guys on offense as well. ETN is gone, but what they've been able to do, just like the rest of the programs, they've been able to have sustained success even when players leave. Deshaun Watson leaves, then you got Trevor Lawrence come up, and then now you got the I forgot his name. Now you got the quarterback who's there now. So I think they're going to be good. Of course, Oklahoma is always kind of in the mix because they, Spencer Rattler, he's going to be special. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be a special kid. I want y'all look out for him. Y'all look out for him. Please look out for him. He's going to be he's probably going to be, if not the Heisman winner, he's probably going to be runner-up. And then Georgia, because I think, in my opinion, now is the time that Kirby Smart is finally going to break through and possibly get that national championship, because I feel like he has the quarterback he needs, and he has a solid D-line there to get to the quarterback. So I really think that Georgia has a chance to really break through and please those fans down there in Athens to finally win a national championship.
Why you gotta be silent?
Armani has spoken. I'm going to go to the sports bay of the crew, Shelby, who continues to wave for red and black pom-pom. So, Shelby, do you agree with Armani, or do you have some other teams?
I agree, but I don't agree. The reason Clemson's going to be there is because who's going to beat them in the ACC? I don't think it has anything to do with who they got under center or anything like that. Who else they going? Who they going to play? Georgia Tech? Florida State? Ain't nobody going to beat them. Instead of Oklahoma, I still say Ohio State, because once again, they don't play anybody. And the people who vote love Ohio State. So they'll be there. I still say Alabama and Georgia. Georgia has to win today, but if they win the SEC, they'll be in. If Alabama's going to be in, where they win or not. So my top four: Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, and Ohio State.
All right. We're going to move to Red. Red, your NCAA college playoff contenders. Who you got?
Well, I definitely have my UGAs. I definitely have, even though I don't want to have them, but until somebody knock them off, you got to put Alabama in the mix. Depending on what happened today, I'm not so well. You're right. Clemson don't really have no competition in the ACC, so they'll probably win by default. Kelly can keep dreaming her little dreams, but her Tech ain't got a chance of bouncing up in this race. Okay, so and of course, I gotta put my like I say, UGA and Alabama. But Armani is right. That Spencer Rattler kid in Oklahoma, he's already projected as possibly the top QB in the nation. So I don't see how you don't have Oklahoma up in there. But my sleeper team, and I can't believe I'm saying this, because if they do too good, it's gonna be trouble for my Bulldogs. But my sleeper team is the guy who just got a contract extension down there in College Station, Texas A&M. That's my sleeper team. I probably took somebody. I ain't gonna say too much about them. I'll let you talk about them, Coach. But I definitely think they're the sleeper team. Jimbo Fisher's been there. Finally got his players on the team. When he got there, he was working with the other guy, I think Kevin Sumler's players. But now he got his own players there, and they've been there. They're ingrained in his system. He is ready to take these boys on a ride. I just hope it don't affect my Bulldogs. It can affect Alabama all it want to. Just don't affect my Bulldogs.
All right. And the dean of college football talk on this show, Coach, what you got for us?
Well, the usual. I mean, it's getting boring. The usual suspects: Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Oklahoma. But the one thing I'm gonna say about those teams, all of them got new quarterbacks. Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State got new quarterbacks, and as you saw with Ohio State, that Mr. Stroud, he had a little trouble with Minnesota the other night. So I don't know if that might derail them or not. Clemson, DJ, I'm gonna hate his name. He is not really new, but this is first full season. They have nobody to play, like everybody been saying, so they probably sneak in. Bama got the young kid Bryce Young, but Bryce Young is so talented that they love him to death, and he's able to come out. But again, everybody mentioned it already. Oklahoma has Spencer Rattler, who is the prohibitive Heisman Trophy favorite. Lincoln Riley doesn't seem to have a miss anywhere when he's picking quarterbacks. They all won the Heisman Trophy. You had Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, both of them won the Heisman under Riley. So, hey, he comes in as a favorite. In Oklahoma, if you're going to do it, this is your year with the other guys struggling with – I'm not struggling, but breaking in new quarterbacks. So, Oklahoma, you got the experienced quarterback. This is the only year you're going to get a chance to do it. If not, it'll be one of the usual suspects.
All right. Now, one team I did not hear you say is Georgia.
Georgia is fighting. I saw some injuries in Georgia that they fighting some injuries right now. In this game tonight, like I said, some of those injuries, I think the big tight end is out. And they might be fighting injuries, but you know, it seems like
I wanted to see
Kirby, but Kirby is like Shakari Richardson. He can't finish right now. If they can shake those injuries off, that defense is gonna win the championship for them. The defense is gonna win the championship. The defense steps up. We'll see tonight against Clemson. The defense does their job against DJ and Clemson because they're right for the pick, and Clemson defense is not that good this year. So, hey, if Georgia and JT Daniels can do his thing, Georgia can already set the table for what could be a big season.
All right. Well, the dean has spoken, and we're going to go with that. We're going to shift gears real quickly, and the Reverend Knight Nation, you can continue to share your comments on who you think that going to be contenders for the playoff. And Vincent Woodruff was impressed. And there is our homegirl, one of the Red and Rev Sports Show first watchers. Kelly is in the house. What's up, Kelly Kell?
I know she probably don't like this red and black. I mean, all they see.
What's going on, Kelly? And Washington and Fitzpatrick are out. The president is confirming that, and Kelly is showing that she's happy to be with the Red and Red Sports Show one more time.
Well, let us know how happy you are after that Georgia Tech game today.
All right. Here we go, Coach. Get ready. We're gonna go back to you, man. Heisman hopefuls. Who's your Heisman hopefuls? Give us 3. No more than 3.
Rattler from Oklahoma, of course.
What position?
Quarterback.
All right.
It's a quarterback-driven Heisman Trophy this year. You got Rattler, then you got Ualaga, like DJ Ualaga from Clemson. If they hold up, he could be great. And then I gotta remember the young man from Ole Miss. Oh my gosh, his name hits me in the head and I can't remember his name for nothing. The quarterback for Ole Miss. He's gonna be big time.
I'm gonna try to find it, Coach. I think I got it.
I recorded right there in the head, and he's gonna be big time this year. So
Matt Corral.
Yeah,
Matt Corral.
Yeah. And yeah. Now you got a dark horse. I got a dark horse. What's his name was eliminated last night? Sam Howell. He was eliminated for North Carolina. 3 interceptions? No, sir. Not on that. Now
Sam is done.
So why? So who's the dark horse? Who's the dark horse then?
The dark horse is De'Aaron King from Miami. He's coming off that injury, but all reports are he looks very good in practice. Say he looks real good. Say that knee is not bothering him. He's able to move fluent, and he's one of the better dual threat quarterbacks in college football. And in Miami,
well, if he has any chance of winning, he has to do some work today at 3:30. If he has any chance of winning, if he doesn't do if he doesn't do anything today, it's a wrap. We don't need to hear his name as a Heisman for the rest of this season. Okay, so
who is that? Who is that?
De'Aaron King from Miami.
Quarterback from Miami.
Okay. Oh, yeah. He got to show up today.
All right. Red. Yes.
I'm sorry. You may want to put this down as a show moment that you may need to record and keep for posterity. They got there's a young man out in Oregon. I can't believe I'm saying this, and I'm getting sick every time I say it. Who's a defensive big time, maybe the number 1 draft pick named Kayvon Thibodeau. He may be the number 1 draft pick. Big time.
All right, Coach. You showing off too much, man. We just said
thunder.
And nobody on this show is going to probably watch Oregon football.
Right. Coach, next time after I say 3 and you try to give 4 and 5, you're going to be muted. You've been 4-1. You've been 4-1. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, all right, at least he named a good play. He's taking some of my thunder because that's who I was going to say is a defensive dark horse, that pass rusher out of Oregon. But to piggyback on what Coach said, we all know the Heisman is a quarterback competition. And right now, my prospects are Spencer Rattler out of Oklahoma, JT Daniels out of UGA. And Coach, don't kill me. I'm not going with Corral out of Mississippi, but I might go with Ritter out of Cincinnati. What you think about him?
Okay. Oh yeah, big time. If they can get back past Notre Dame and win that game, his name will come up because he played well last season. His name will come up.
No folks sleep on. I'm glad you endorsed that one because I kind of like that kid right there. I wasn't too sure what you thought about him.
All right, Shelby, jump in there with your Heisman hopefuls.
JT Daniels, of course. I'm pretty sure y'all figured I was going to do that. Spencer Rattler, of course. And I like De'Aaron King, but again, like y'all said, he has to ball out today. And if he doesn't, then he'll be off the list. So I don't want to give more than 3 as per the instructions.
Thank you. Thank you for emphasizing the need to follow instructions. All right, Armani, it's on you.
Okay. All right. So my first one is Spencer Rattler, because Oklahoma always get the Heisman quarterbacks, and that kid is special. Then number 2, I have Bryce Young for Alabama. I think he's going to be special as well. And then, of course, Georgia's number 3, JT Daniels. Man, I think this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a breakthrough for Georgia in those hands. And then, I think he's going to be special. I do. I really think he has pretty good arm strength. If he can just show some poise in the pocket, they got a winner, man. So, and the kid is tough. So, those are my three Heisman hopefuls.
Okay.
All right. And Thomas has a question for Shelby.
Is that a UGA shoe? It is actually a wine holder, but yes, it's a Georgia heel that holds wine.
Lift it up for everybody to see, Shelby.
Please don't.
It's bedazzled.
Oh, wow. See, Amanda, she's showing you what true fandom looks like.
Oh.
I would have brought the bulldog in, but he's heavy. He's like 35 pounds.
Okay.
He sits on the front porch.
Okay, real quick.
She's showing us what a true waste of money is.
Oh.
Whatever. Okay, non-graduate.
I knew that was coming. He set himself up for that. I knew that was coming.
Oh, Red, you knew she had the gun. You gave her the book.
No doubt.
Yeah, I know. We got to keep the entertainment coming.
All right, real quickly, I need y'all to answer this. And we're going to do the UGA report, USC report, and then we'll go to break. I need y'all to fill in the blank. JT Daniels wins the Heisman if ... Shelby, jump in first.
If he throws at least 300 yards every game and they win the SEC championship, because the Heisman's before the national championship, he has to throw at least 300 yards a game.
Okay. Red, JT Daniels wins the Heisman if?
I wasn't going to even say the stats, but yeah, I agree with Shelby. He wins the Heisman if they win the SEC championship. That's as simple as that. If Georgia wins the SEC championship, they'll have a spot in the top 4, and JT Daniels will definitely be a Heisman favorite.
Armani, JT Daniels wins the Heisman if?
So he has to. So he has to show up tonight. They got to show up tonight, because I think Clemson is rated above Georgia, right? So if he can show that he can beat a top 3, top 2 team, that'll give him a good start. And then if he goes on to win the SEC championship, he will be probably the undisputably Heisman winner.
I think you created a word right there, but that's good.
So much passion for
There was
Georgia.
a lot of passion. There was a lot of passion, so that's why I wasn't gonna kill the passion with the word choices.
The word passion was great. Undisputed. It's just undisputed.
Undisputed. I think he was saying undoubtedly and undisputed at the same time, and tried to combine them, which is impossible.
We all get caught up, man. So don't worry about it, Monty. You on the show long enough, you're gonna make some gaps. So just laugh it off, man, and just let the people here they come, Monty.
And here we go with definitely.
Oh man! All right, Coach. They gonna get you, Armani. So you're on the other side now.
Yeah, they live for these moments.
All right. Glad
We
to have
really,
you.
I mean, they really do.
Glad to have you, Kelly Black. Here it comes. Coach's favorite word.
Definitely.
So, Armani, get used to being on the other side now. Get used to being on the other side. We got some other people. Before Coach JT Daniel gets the Heisman, if he orders it from West. Wow.
Wow.
That's a straight UGA hating, dog.
Maurice Thrower says they win the SEC and UGA if they are the number one team in the country. Red, if they win the SEC, they'll be number one. All right. And Coach, now, if you're one of Coach's guys, he loves you. JT Daniels left his team, USC. So I know that JT Daniels is not high on his radar. So we're still going to pose the question to you, Coach. JT Daniels wins the Heisman if
JT Daniels definitely wins the Heisman if he balls out in the big games. That's it. He got to ball out in the big games and lead Georgia to wins. He got to ball out. Simple as that.
All right.
I was expecting something else.
Oh man.
I was waiting for a shot. I was really waiting for the shot because he did leave your school. I was waiting on the shot.
If he wants to leave USC and a chance at a championship and go to Georgia, that's his thing.
Oh,
but USC
so you
didn't
admit
win.
that he didn't have a shot at a championship at USC.
Right.
All right. And Maurice Thrower. Maurice Thrower said he wants to throw some shade at Armani. I see Armani has some alphabets. All right. Undisputed, yes, may be an adverb. I'm going to look it up at halftime. All right, Miss Harris.
Thank you, Harris. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, man. But look, when Shelby didn't say anything, I was surprised, and she just went with your passion because you said it as if it was correct, and nobody could fight you just off your passion. So, yeah, man. So that's how you do it. If you mess up a word, that's how you do it. Say it with passion. So people like, well, I don't think it's a word, but he sounded it like he said it.
Yeah.
It sounded like a word.
That's how I do, and they still catch me, even though I pretend like it's a word.
Red. You can't. Your words are not even. You can't even pretend that your words are words. Like, because they are so far out of the English dictionary.
All right. Hey, Coach Red, Joe Black got a message for you. USC and championship in the same sentence. That's hilarious.
Joe Black, I want you to Google how many championships Georgia has in USC and then come back and comment. I'm done. Google that. Let's see what you got to say.
All right. We're going to move on. We're going to move on because we're going to let Coach talk about USC. We're going to introduce the USC report because Coach is a fan. I guess if Armani comes on long enough, we're going to have to make room for the Alabama report. But here it is, Coach. Give us the USC report at this time.
Is that RoboCop?
2 minutes, go. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. USC goes as far as Keaton Slovis. Slovis is the quarterback, and he's big time. He's another one outside the Heisman Trophy. But there are some things that they got to watch. And they got the young man, Drake London, who's a tight end, 6'5". He's going to be big time. But here's the underlying story in USC. And you don't keep I'm saying this, but you should have said Clay Helton keeps his job if, and I'll say USC has to win, getting the national championship picture. But they got his backup coach, Graham Harrell, who was the offensive coordinator, ready to take his job, is what I'm hearing. So this could be real. This could be a real interesting season for the head coach Clay Helton. If he doesn't do well, this may be it.
All right. Thank you for the USC report. Matter of fact, I'm going to put Armani on the spot. After the Georgia report, get ready to give us the Alabama report since you're representing Alabama. As we get ready to shift gears, let me cue up the music so Shelby and Red can split. Here we go.
Da, 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 da.
Here we go. The UGA report. We'll start with the graduate first. Shelby,
Probably best.
let's start with the graduate. Shelby, what you got for the UGA report?
Justin Hoffman.
So I've talked to a few friends who actually play for Georgia, and they believe that JT Daniels is the quarterback to get us to the championship. He just has the stuff. He has it. I've heard him speak. I've heard he knows the playbook backwards and forwards. And I think this is the first time that JT Daniels has had the same offensive coordinator 2 years in a row. And if Kirby Smith lets Todd Monken do what he needs to do, I think we go all the way.
Kirby Smith.
Kirby, I'm sorry. See, I messed up. Kirby Smart. But I think, and we do have some injuries today, but as I continue to say, next man up. But our running back core is amazing. We got Zeus coming back. We got Kendall Milton. We've got a lot of running backs. And of course, we're going to run the ball. That's what we do best. And that's what we're going to do. And so let's go. And Tulane has already intercepted the ball, y'all.
Wow, Kirby Smith must be Kirby's young.
Y'all, Tulane has already intercepted Oklahoma.
Wow, that's not good for the Heisman Trophy hopeful right there.
The first play of the game.
Wow, that's terrible. Red, give us your UGA report real quickly. What you got?
From just a fan.
Well, yeah, as a fan, I'm really excited for my Bulldogs this year. I am definitely excited to see this trio core of running backs that we have. We are running back university, and we're going to continue to prove it this year. Like I said earlier this week on my Facebook page, this entire season comes down to JT Daniels making big plays against the big-time teams. I'm not really concerned about the cupcakes because I expect our running game and defense to handle the cupcakes. But when we play the big-time schools, it's going to come down to JT Daniels making clutch plays in clutch moments. Our defense is expected to be solid. Like I say, I'm really kind of sad that I'm not gonna see this big tight end. But hey, just get healthy. We'll see you in another game. But Red, let's show what we're about today versus Clemson. This is a good statement game to make. And I think, like I say, I'm pulling for the championship this year because it seemed like we still stuck on that 2nd and 26. And just like with my Falcons 28-3, I'm not going to be satisfied until we get past that moment. And the only way we're going to get past that moment is to get a ring, man. Got to get past 2nd and 26. Kirby, you owe us that. You have to redeem yourself from that moment.
All righty. Now, here's a question just for Shelby and Red. Here it is. Georgia's season is successful if ... fill in the blank. Shelby, you go first.
They win the national championship. We've already won the SEC championship multiple times. You have to win the national championship.
So all or nothing for Georgia.
It's all or nothing.
Red.
We do 10-2 all the time. We do a 10-2.
That's the Mark Rick special. All right, Georgia's season is successful if.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I completely agree with Shelby. Championship or bust. All the way or nothing. It's all or nothing. I mean, we've been, like you say, I just got ready to say it. I'm still stuck on 2nd and 26. And until I get past 2nd and 26, I'm not going to feel good about Kirby going forward. Kirby has to redeem himself from 2nd and 26. SEC championships are good. Playoff appearances are fine, but we have to win. We ain't won a championship since my birth year, 1980, 41 years ago. Come on now. If we're going to talk this big talk, we got to have some trophies to back them up.
All righty. And since Armani's on the panel, we're going to make room for an Alabama report. What you got for us, Armani?
I'm about to go.
So, of course, we got
Can't hear.
Look like we got technical difficulties with Alabama Report. Get your mic right.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. We got a new offensive coordinator and Bill O'Brien that's coming over from the Houston Texans. He lost his job. Now, he got to come under Nick Saban so he can get him another job. Because, that's what coaches do when they get fired. They come and learn from the best, so they can get another job. So, anyway, I have no problems, no worries with the roster. Bryce Young is going to have a good year. But the sleeper is going to be our running back, Brian Robinson. Man, y'all talk. Red said earlier that Georgia's RBU, when really Alabama is also kind of RBU, because let's be real, who's the best running back in the NFL right now? The Alabama boy. So, without that being said, I just think that I have no doubt in my mind that we're probably going to win it. As much as I give credit to Georgia, I really think that Alabama is probably going to win SEC, and Georgia's going to sneak in there because Ohio State will not win their conference. So I think Georgia will backdoor their way in, but Alabama is going to be number one.
All right, Armani, I got a question for you since you're the Alabama guy. Alabama does not repeat. Oh, I'm sorry, missed a word. A letter, rather. Alabama does not repeat as champs. If that's the question for you, go ahead on and fill in the blank.
We don't repeat as champions if it's really two things. If Bryce Young goes down, and then also if we have key injuries, that's the only reason I see that we're not repeating. If we have any key injuries, we're not going to repeat, because I look at the schedule, I look at our conference, I look on the other side of the conference. I don't see anybody that's beating us really. But okay. Yeah, that's the only reason.
So hold on, Armani. Here we go. So who are the players that are replacing Mac Jones? I know you're going to say Bryce. Who are the receivers replacing Waddle and Smith? Who's replacing Harris? Is the Robinson kid better than Harris?
And then you got Mechie, and then you got the new freshman 5-star wide receiver, that last name Daniel. So all these guys are new. It's going to be new pieces. We're going to have new pieces. So, it is what it is.
All right. Now, and I feel
Coach has his Baptist finger up.
Hold on, Coach. I'm about to ask you a question. And this might be I forgot I didn't pose a question for you, and I don't want you to feel slighted. Here it is. I need you to fill in this blank, Coach. Successful season. I forgot the word. My bad. I wasn't trying to throw shade. Here it is. And I'm getting used to just being the host and not really giving much insight. Success.
That's because it ain't basketball season.
Okay, that's true. A successful season for USC would be fill in the blank.
I mean, you can obviously it's getting as a championship, but I would say getting in the college football playoffs. They get in the playoff, then anything can happen. And Armani, what I was gonna tell you is for Alabama, watch JoJo Earl. He's a freshman coming in. He's a bad dude, man. Watch him.
What does he play? What position does he play?
Wide out.
And a
returner.
So let me go back to USC. So if they win the Pac-12 only, that wouldn't, because it's not guaranteed if they win the Pac-12, they're going to the college playoff.
That's true. But now we're not settling on Pac-12. No. We got to get in the national championship playoff and make some noise.
Okay, Armani, who's replacing Surtain? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we did lose Patrick Surtain. So we got one guy, 5-star cornerback, 4-star cornerback. I think last name Baker, and then that's the only, because he's the only 4 or 5-star guy that's coming in.
All right, and the Auburn fan has a message for you, Armani. Alabama's going 0-12.
And I got a message for our money. Yeah, you got the best run.
Sorry to cut you off, Red, but who's Auburn's head coach? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Red. I'm sorry.
You good. You got the best running back in NFL, but we got number 2.
And who was that?
Nick Chubb.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I give you that.
All right. With that being said, we're going to push the pause button. It's officially halftime of the Red and Rev Sports Show. We've given you a full hour of some real sports talk for some real sports fans who were some real sports athletes besides Shelby. Let's get ready to hang out with us for the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. We'll be right back with a Braves report with our predictions and our 5 for 5 dealing with the NFL. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. And we are back, and I was told not to shade Shelby during halftime by the VP. He said, Rev, don't shade on Shelby double dutch skills. For the best curl at East Georgia.
I am.
All right.
Thank you. Finally.
I'ma say it.
Armani said, don't sleep on that Jimbo is doing. And Tommy said Shelby will end up getting carpal tunnel weight.
No. You have to have proper. Again, I was a hoop girl and a Georgia girl, and that's all we did during football and basketball game was shape pom poms.
Oh man, that was funny right there. That was funny. All right, let's get ready to go into shifting gears. And they were mentioned earlier in the show. We're gonna have our Braves report.
Are we back to the long chop now? We're not
first of all, I need y'all to get on the beat.
Yeah, you gotta. It's here. Yeah.
Everybody was on a whole different beat.
Yeah, I'm trying to respect the Native Americans. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, but they doing it at the stadium now.
They sure are.
Yeah. I guess.
All right.
The Braves off the hook.
Well, jump in there, man. Give us the Braves report.
Real. I mean, had we started the Red and Rev show last week or the week before, man, things would have been looking so up. But just for this week, man, things are looking so down, man. Oh my God. I swear, Rev, we had 5 games this week. We went 1-4. 1-4 week after having such a great hiatus month. I mean, let's break down what was going on while we were out. The Braves had won like 12 or 13 straight road games, went on a 9-game winning streak, pretty much went from worst to first in a short amount of time. I mean, they had gone from alternating, had a major league record from alternating wins, up and down, to just being completely consistent and solid. Now, true, we're still in first place, thankfully, but we went from what can possibly be a 6 or 7 game lead to now it's just a 2 game lead. Now, thankfully, the Phillies or the Mets don't really believe in taking advantage of that opportunity. That's why the Braves are still leading now, because at the Phillies taking advantage of the Braves losing streak this week, we'd probably be tied for first place right now. But still in first place by 2 games, had a 1-4 week, ran into the Dodgers. They swept us, won the first game in Colorado, messed it up last night. We lost a 2-game sweep by the Yankees. So I'm pretty sure that's why Rev asked that question. The Braves.
I'm coming to it. Keep going. I'm coming.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you ask it before I answer it. But right now, we just had a 1-4 week. We're in first place. So the Braves report consists of us doing real good during the first part of the hiatus and us doing not so good this last few weeks. But like I say, the bats are more solid than they have been. We got to get that bullpen a little bit more consistent. And Snicker, Lord have mercy, man. What are we gonna do about this guy? This guy is just not a championship manager. And how the Braves are in contention with this guy manager is probably going to be one of the world's great mysteries, man. How this guy is on managing a team that's about to win 4 straight divisions. That lets you know our front office and our players are doing a heck of a job, because this guy's managing skills, especially in clutch moments, in close games, are just unbelievably horrible. So, Braves, we look like we have to fasten our seatbelts because we're about to have a real roller coaster into this season. So, but for right now, still first place, still holding on.
All right, Coach, jump in there, since you were the only one who still kept hope alive with the Braves before we went on hiatus. What you got to say?
Yeah, I mean, people were worried, talking about, well, the Dodgers just came in and swept the Braves. But do you remember that the Braves beat the Dodgers when they were here at Truist Park? So, don't just give it up yet. And I'm gonna be the first person. Well, I ain't gonna be the first, but I'm gonna tell everybody, get off Will Smith. Will Smith is doing well. He's only missed like 2 or 3 saves out, and he got, I think, 30. Get off Will Smith. He makes everybody's heart stop beating for a minute, but he does his job, and then he wins the game. So get off Will Smith.
All right. Here's the question for the panel that I've been itching to ask. I've been itching to ask. Now, I want you all to understand where this question is coming from.
Here it come.
Let us be reminded that the Braves went on their run when they beat the Marlins, the Nationals, while the Phillies were getting beaten up by the Dodgers. Let us be reminded that the Braves are 2-6 against the Yankees, who they got swept by, the Dodgers, who they recently got swept by, and then they beat the Giants 2 out of 3. So with that being said, here's the question. As I pull it up. Coach, you sure you didn't erase my question? All right,
I did. I'm laughing because my favorite.
Are the Braves more championship contenders or chump killers? That is the question. Are the Braves more championship contenders?
Oh boy,
or chump killers? Armani, we'll start with you. What you got, Armani?
I'm gonna say championship contenders. I mean, they kind of in the conversation within the last couple years. So, they just haven't got over that hump yet. So, I just think whatever they need to do to get over that hump, then that's what they need to do. So yeah, I think they can be. I think they're championship contenders
right now. They're championship contenders, and why?
Right now, yes, because I feel like the Braves, they might just like I think they went 3-7 the last 10 games, but I feel like once they get on the roll, they can get on the roll fast, and then if they lose a little bit, they can recover fast. So I like the recovery from from losses to wins. So that's why I think they're championship contenders. Right? I could be wrong. I'm not really a baseball guy, but I've been watching the last couple weeks. So I think if they can get on another good run and prove to everybody that they belong to where they are now, sitting on top of the East. So that's where I'm at with it.
I won't interrogate you too much right now. All right, Red.
Yes, sir.
Are the Braves more championship contenders or chump killers?
Real. I'm about to be a little creative right here. The Braves are what we call chump contenders. And I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. Are they a contending team in the National League? Yeah. But does it matter who they play when playoff time comes? Absolutely. Now look, if the Braves look up and get like a chump Milwaukee team or struggling or finally come to realization San Francisco Giants team, could they possibly beat them in advance in the playoffs? Sure. But if they come up against a championship team like the Dodgers or maybe, another team, or if they play the Yankees in the World Series or one of these teams, they just fully complete from top to bottom, no. They are what we call chumps, okay? They will be a chump team and they get beat like a chump team, okay? But could they play like a championship team against certain other playoff teams? Sure. Like I said, if the Braves can avoid the Dodgers in the National League, maybe avoid well, honestly, I think the Milwaukee and the Giants are the team the Braves possibly want to face when playoff time comes, because I don't think they can beat the Dodgers. I'm not finna keep selling myself on a bunch of dreams, okay? I've seen it too much. The Braves, presently constructed, don't think they could beat the Dodgers. Maybe if we had Ron Acuna to go with everything else we had, I'd give us a puncher's chance. But right now, Milwaukee or San Francisco, yeah, they could contend with them. But one of these top teams, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Astros, they would definitely be chumps. They would get beat like chumps, and they would have all the fans looking like chumps. So to answer your question, they are most definitely chump killers. But luckily, they can still win the East and have some type of chance in the playoffs by being chump killers, because they play in the sorry NL East where the Mets are chump killers. The Phillies, like I say, they play in the division of chump killers. So they really just doing the job.
All right. Red went in between the two expressions. So that was classic Red right there. I got you. Classic. I mean, he explained where he came from. I can't hate on his explanation, but he definitely rode that fence. All right, Shelby, answer the question for us. Are the Braves chump killers or championship contenders? What you got?
I don't know. This team is so bipolar. They get on this great run and then they lose. They win 10 and they lose 10. I think they're going to be chump killers. I hate to say it because I love the Braves. If anything, they can be spoilers. I think they can stop somebody else from going to the playoffs or something like that. But I don't. Right now, I just. You cannot read the comments while you're making a comment. You can't.
You really can't.
You really can't.
Try to do it.
I just don't think that this team, and I've been incredibly critical of Alex Anthopoulos and his moves have been good for like a month. But had these moves been good this week, I would have said, oh, absolutely, championship contenders.
Yep.
But they're just so bipolar, and I don't know which Braves team you're going to get every day. Yep. You never know. And I know Brian Snitker was the sentimental choice. I understand that. But at some point, you really need a major league manager. I think Brian Snicker is a lovely person. I'm sure he has a wonderful personality and he's a very nice man. But
Break it down, Shelby.
I don't need nice. I need somebody with almost I need like a Joe Torre who is going to yell and scream and maybe throw a chair.
That's
I don't know.
Lou Piniella.
I don't care who it is. But I'm just saying I need somebody who might not be as nice and who is going to push. I think the team loves him, which I think has given him a couple of extensions because Freddie Freeman likes him and you're just not going to go against Freddie Freeman. But I think it's time that we got kind of a bulldog manager like a Bobby Cox who was not afraid to get thrown out of a game. Maybe takes Pookie off of third base. Ron Washington, in case y'all didn't get that reference.
You never covered that Ron like that. What has he done?
Where's the Pookie come from?
He has some cocaine issues.
That's a while ago, Shelby.
Oh my God.
Let that man live in his delivery.
For real. That's a low blow, Shelby.
Listen, it is what it is. I'm talking about the Braves. I'm talking about winning. There is no niceness in winning. I just think that they have got to make a couple of moves. They've got to spend some money. Max Fried is doing really well. But we got to get Will Smith. Lord have mercy, he gives you heart failure. Like Coach said, he gives you heart failure when he's out there because you're like, bruh, can you throw a strike, please? I just don't think that this is the year. I just don't think it is. And I think they'll play spoiler, but I think that's about it.
All right, Shelby has spoken. Coach, it's on you now. The question is,
you look at the Braves. I say championship contender. Rev, and on the side, let me get this out of the way. You need to put a patent on chump killers. Because that's your favorite, one of your favorite words. You need to put a patent for somebody tries to steal it. You need to put a patent on that one, chump killers. But I think they're contenders because, and the reason I say it because this is a sport that can take you to highs and lows. I mean, just last week before last, the Giants were in first place. Look where they are now. The Dodgers have caught them. This sport, you got 162 games. So much can happen in 162 games that it's amazing that the Braves can play as bad as they've been playing and still be in first place. Like I said, due to the fact that the division's weak. But then again, nobody thought the Braves were going to be in first place anyway. So I still think noise the pitching is going well. I mean, hitting these they still got some issues, but they somehow seem to work. And the Dodgers, even though they beat them, and I know ain't no such thing as a moral victory, but the Dodgers didn't really blow them out. They won in late innings, which was a mark of a good team. But so the Dodgers are just not that strong over the Braves. So I say, give them contender.
All right, we see Coach Strice again. When he's loyal, he's loyal. I mean, he ain't nothing backing off. So
he is.
I'll ask it this way: in the playoffs, are the Braves beating the Dodgers, the Padres, the Giants, the Yankees, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays? Any of those teams?
Yankees and Dodgers, we have some trouble with just because of the history. Rays, we got a chance. Padres, well, we haven't played the Padres yet, so we're about to see how we do against them in a week. The Brewers, I think we would have a chance to beat, and the Giants, I think we would have a chance to beat. Those are the teams I would probably want to face in the playoffs.
Well, I'm talking about the ones we think are going to be there.
The Brewers and the Giants are going to be there.
Well, I ain't talking about the Brewers that much or the Giants because I don't see them beating the Dodgers. At the end of the day, it's going through the Dodgers.
Well, hopefully it won't. I'm hoping the Dodgers still get that wild card, and maybe, just maybe, Cincinnati can See, so I'm banking on the fact that somebody's going to eliminate the Dodgers before they get to the Braves, and
So,
that way.
see, Red, you doing that backdooring championship stuff.
I'm trying to get a ring any way I can.
I get it, but I want you to stay on topic. We ain't talking about the best case scenario and hope that they fall short in the wild card round. We ain't talking about no that means that we're more chump killers than we are championship contenders.
I said we were chump killers.
But
no, you said we were chump contenders.
Same thing. That means I'm trying to avoid the Dodgers.
So you go on that fence.
Armani, you had your finger up. Go ahead, Armani. Go ahead.
No, so Red, what you're saying is you don't want to see them because you know that if we get into a series with the Dodgers, it's gonna be over.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I said we chump contenders. I said we can play the chumps good, but when it comes against contending teams, well, we in trouble.
All right. I
explained it perfectly. I thought me and Real went through this.
Man, I got what you said, but I wanted us to just stay on point. I know you want to backdoor your way, but I want us to just deal with if we got to go head up. If the Dodgers don't get cut down, can we beat them? If the Yankees don't get cut down, can we beat them?
No, that is a solid answer. No, we cannot beat them. That answer y'all question?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's the most definitive thing you said in quite some time.
Whew. Lord, how long it took us to get there.
All right.
Played it perfectly. God, I got to be creative with some of these answers now. We're an entertaining show.
All right. Let's get ready for our 5-5. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 5 topics. Each person will have 1 minute to state their case, and then we'll take 1 minute from the Reverend Knight Nation in the comments. We're going to give the topics. Panel, I changed one of the topics, but because you all are brilliant, you all should be able to roll with it. All right.
You know it.
I changed.
Sports experts on here.
All right. When you hear the horn, that means your time is up. Your time is up. So let me get my clock.
Got it, Shelby.
I know you ain't talking.
All right, here's our 5 for 5. We're going to start. Shelby, you're going to start. We're going to go Shelby, Red, Armani, Coach, and then we'll reverse the order. All right. Well, first topic on the board, Cam Newton's future. 3, 2, 1, go, Shelby.
Maybe fashion is better for him. I mean, he does do a nice Miss Doubtfire at his press conferences. Go home, be a father, maybe get some psychologist help, some therapy, because your mind is not right, and you really don't deserve a job because of your vaccination status. You don't deserve it. There's nobody who wants to sit next to you and you're not vaccinated. So just go home and be a dad. Maybe be a high school coach at Westlake. I don't know if they're hiring, but they probably are hiring for fashion. So you can go and be the cheerleading squad coach.
All right, Red, jump in there for Cam Newton's future.
His future is my sister's future coworker, and my sister is a counselor at Westlake High School. First of all, you need to get vaccinated first because I don't want you giving her COVID. So get yourself vaccinated before you move into your next career. But like Shelby says, definitely going to be coaching at Westlake High School. Spend some time with your family. I think your NFL career is over, and your stubbornness on this vaccine is probably a good reason of it. But hey, you did well in the NFL, Cam. Nothing to be ashamed of. We'll see you on the sidelines, Westlake versus Mays next season. Good luck.
Armani, jump in there. 5 for 5.
Cam, hey, look, man. The kid that ran on you this summer, he kind of had a point, brother. I mean, I go there. He was disrespectful. Maybe he shouldn't have said it, but he proved you right. You know, and I don't mean no harm, Cam, but it's over. It's over. I mean, you can go to Food Line and work in the food and produce aisle. I mean, you know, hey, go be a coach somewhere, but it's just time to hang it up, man. I mean, you've dealt with injuries. I mean, it's just time. It's over. It's time. Move on with your life. go become a sports announcer or a coach, or work in the food and produce aisle at Food Line or Harris Teeter.
Coach, what you got on it?
Food Line of all the stores. Cam Newton futures in Texas, either Houston or Dallas. They do. He's gonna be in one of those teams, Houston or Dallas.
It's that simple. Why those schools? Why those teams, rather?
The Houston quarterback is Tyrod Taylor. I don't need to say anything else. and that's a stable backup because they got Rick Gilbert, and I don't know who the backup is. Joe Bag of Donuts or somebody. I don't know. So.
All right. Well, the 5 for 5. Everybody is good. Let's see what Reverend Knight Nation said. Maurice Thor's going back on red. He said, let's downgrade from a hoverboard to a radio flyer wagon. Guess what color it is? Red. I'm calling Red's dealer right now. Vincent Woodruff, Red. Rev, you need to get that Lunas. I got 5 on it. Intro music for the segment. Consider it done. We'll make sure we make that happen next week. Let's see what else. Cam Newton, welcome. That's one of them Canadian teams, ain't it?
Yeah, says Catch-One.
All right, Vincent said Cam will be a resource. Oh, man.
Wait till you get to Thomas's lesson.
Cam just Shikari'd his way out of the league, Lord. Cam and LaAngela Ball will be parking cars. Cam get vexed, bruh, seriously. Okay, Sister Harris said undisputedly is a word, is an adverb as a thought definition without any doubt, definitely.
Well,
nice job.
Well,
but you didn't know it was a word either, so
it don't matter. It don't matter. No, my apology. Thank you.
We apologize.
We apologize.
We apologize for calling you out on the word that you did not know it was a word. All right. All right.
Harris, how come you don't look at the dictionary when my words come up?
Because your words aren't in there.
Cam is going to be the new hamburglar for McDonald's.
That's the one I was talking about right there.
All right, let's go to topic number 2 for our 5 to 5. Mac Jones being named QB in New England. What you got on it? Start on it. Red, go.
Mac Jones. Woo! Mac Jones. Oh, man. Wasn't that a song on the Hustle and Flow soundtrack? Anyway, Mac Jones, you need to do a little workout, buddy. That picture I saw, boy, you got a gut. You been drinking too many beers or something at Alabama? Maybe borrow money, no. But he won the job fair and square. Dude is definitely ready. I have no problem with the Patriots making him the starter. I seen a few of his throws in preseason. He looks to be ready. Looks to be pretty solid. And surprisingly, it's going to be a little my NFL preview. I think the Patriots might be one of those surprising teams. They may not be as down as long as we think they are. So be on the lookout. Mac Jones won a job fair and square. Thanks to our first topic.
Armani, jump in there. Go.
Matt Jones, man, everybody slept on you. I'm happy that you got the starting job, man. I think you'll do well in the NFL. I think you're going to break the Bama stigma of, Bama don't produce good quarterbacks in the NFL. But, hey, good luck to you. But he definitely deserved the job. He beat Cam out fair and square. We all saw the lights that we saw, in Matt Jones during the preseason. So he definitely deserved it. Well wishes. You went from Nick Saban to Bill Belichick, so you really didn't change in coaching as much, really. But you did go from
not really.
You did go from college to the NFL. Let's make that clear. So, he was coming out as the most ready NFL quarterback. So, hey, let's see how ready he's going to be.
Coach, go.
Do y'all remember the commercial with the little boy told Cam Newton he was coming for his spot? That's Mac Jones. That's who it was. It was Mac Jones. He came in. He told him, I'm coming for your spot. And Cam Newton had that look on his face like, no. Well, Cam, he had your spot. Now, Armani, you took one of my thoughts, and I'm going to agree with you. Mac Jones has an opportunity to erase the stereotype of Alabama quarterbacks. Now, whether he's going to do it, everybody has climbed in there on that Patriots team. So, we'll see what happens.
Shelby, go.
I mean, you won, and that's great. That's pretty much all I got on Mac Jones. I mean, we haven't seen him. All we've seen is preseason, but congratulations on winning the job. I'm going to be honest, it wasn't that hard to beat Cam Newton. I probably could have beat Cam Newton, but good luck. And once again, NFL hits a lot harder than college, so you need to work out.
All right. All right. Let's see what Rev Night Nation has had to say. First Lady standing up for Ambassador Newsom, and Sister Harris throwing shade at Shelby. And Shelby is supposed to be a grammarian.
I'll stay out of that one. I'll stay out of that one.
Yeah, me too.
281-330-8004. Mac Jones. All right. The Patriots used their first round pick on him. It was bound to happen at some point. Coach with the fire. My Dolphins have a former QB from Alabama named Tua. Week 1 will be a good one. Whoever the Pats, what's up, Chris? Whoever the Pats took in the draft was replacing Cam this year. Belichick didn't want Cam when he signed him, but Matt did play well in the preseason. All right, let's go. Topic number 3 in our 5 for 5. Make a choice. No riding the fence. We'll get ready. Here we go. Trey Lance or Jimmy G in San Fran. Here we go. Armani, I believe it's on you, bro. Who you got?
All right. So, Kyle Shanahan, listen, if you want to keep your job, you will start Trey Lance. I'm going to just be real with you. I know Jimmy G got you to the Super Bowl and all this other stuff, but the man can't stay healthy. Not only that, Trey Lance has a better upside and more talent. So you didn't trade all them draft picks to move up to number 3 to not let this man start. So in my opinion, Trey Lance will be the starter come week 1. If not,
oh God.
Talking about Kyle.
Earthquake.
You got 20 seconds. Go finish your thought. That will be on the bloopers of the next milestone show. Go. Go with it.
Oh man, San Francisco earthquake said that. It's gonna be Jimmy G, because if Kyle Shanahan was smart, you start your starter, Jimmy G. Now if he fails, then you bring the hotshot rookie in to take his place. But if you start the hotshot rookie and he struggles early, now you got to go back to Jimmy G. I say Jimmy G starts.
All right. Shelby, what you got?
I think Jimmy Garoppolo starts. I understand moving all the draft picks, moving up and all of that, but you have to start him because he was the starter last year. And again, you don't have a lot of confidence in Jimmy G. So when he screws it up, then you put Trey Lance in and he's the savior and everybody loves him. That's easy.
Say that.
You did just say that, Coach. I'm agreeing with you.
I think
Red, jump in.
Jimmy G all the way. Money, I think you having a little memory issue. You forgot who we talking about. Kyle Shanahan, the guy who still wanted to throw the ball when he went to the 22-yard line, had Super Bowl 1, and still say, I want to keep throwing the ball, even admitted that was a mistake years later. Of course, this is the same guy who would trade all those draft picks, rise up in the draft, take Trey Lance, and guess what? He'll bench him on week 1. Yes, that's exactly who we talking about. Jimmy G will start the season starting. And like Shelby and Coach said, anything goes wrong with Jimmy G, you can bring Trey Lance in and let the people know we're moving on in a new direction. You'll probably keep Jimmy G sideline bench the rest of the season and eventually see what you can get him in a trade during the offseason. But we all know how this is going to start. Jimmy G starts week 1. Trey Lance comes in later down the road.
All right, let's see what the Rev Night Nation. We got to start with first. Kelly said, "Man down."
Are we talking about our money or her tech team?
Oh man!
Oh, wow.
Kelly, you said that.
Man, Red got to learn how to let that ride. We try to deal with Armani right now. Just to give y'all the pretext to this next.
See how money I had you back down.
I appreciate that, Red.
Just to give you the pretext to this next one I'm about to show from my mother, we had a tree to fall on the house on Sunday. Thanks be to God, we're all safe and minimal damage was done. So we give God praise for that. But here's Sarah said, "I'm so traumatized from falling trees. I thought Armani was a victim of falling trees."
I'm good, Mama Harris.
All right.
I can't touch that one, buddy.
Oh man. All right. And Shelby, Sister Harris said she appreciates your respect for the old lady. All right.
First of all, you're not old. You're not old.
All right.
Not really, Miss. 70 is the new 50.
All right. Vincent said Jimmy Gigolo peaked years ago. Bye, Buster.
Now that we won, bye.
Armani just made the blooper reel, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Kelly said, I think they're going to start Jimmy G. Vincent echoing, he just made the TRSS blooper reel. Start Jimmy G. Maurice Thrower says, Thomas Holcomb said, I'll start Jimmy D. Oh, man. Jimmy John over Jimmy G. That's what. My Lord, Jimmy Gigolo is just keeping the seat warm for Trey Area, his new Bay Area nickname. Jimmy Jam over Jimmy G.
Everybody.
Jimmy Carter and built the house.
I'm done.
God tried to hide Jimmy Gigolo in that Super Bowl, then he showed his true colors. Lance will be started by week 3.
That's all right.
Kelly said, I came in peace, and he just, never mind. Armani Carter.
Seemed like the Holy Ghost caught him, Vincent. Holy Ghost caught him and his tablet.
Oh my God.
And Chris Traylor said Jimmy Neutron over Jimmy G. Oh man, this is classic Armani Carter.
Hey, Rev, you remember in Coming to America when City Hall was the preacher he was talking? Maybe Armani was like that girl that jumped and say, "Yes,
yes, Lord." I do. Yes, Lord.
Hey, man, nearly scared Eddie Murphy and Arsenio. Eddie ain't never been around a woman with that much passion religiously.
Oh man. Armani, you never gonna let that. They're not gonna live that one down right there. You won a victory, and then you came back and took a nap.
Hey, Rev, but Thomas said, "Here you go."
Yeah.
Armani Scary look to the heels. That's scripture. If you didn't get the reference, that's the scripture. Oh man! All right, let's go to this fourth topic.
Don't worry, Armani. I'm sure I'll do something to take you out the heat soon.
Let's go.
I don't know because that one was good.
All right, get ready. Coach, it's on you. Be ready. We're talking Justin Fields is named the backup in Chi-Town. Go with it, Coach.
Same scenario. Let Andy Dalton start, and then let Justin Fields come in and be the hero. Same scenario. Because if you start Fields and they don't give him any help and he struggles, you got to go to Andy Dalton, the Red Rooster, please.
All right, Shelby, jump in there.
Y'all know I don't really care for Justin Fields, but I do think it's just like Coach said. I mean, you have to start Andy Dalton, and then when he fails, which we know he will, then you go to Justin Fields. I mean, because it just didn't even make sense. Like he was in the preseason, and then all of a sudden he's a backup. Like that didn't make sense to me. So I figured that's what they were doing. So I have to agree with Coach.
Oh boy,
Red, jump in there, go.
I actually don't agree with this one. I mean, I can't believe I'm hating on redheads, but I'm sorry. This redhead need to be on the bench. It is time for Justin Fields. Okay, we have seen Chicago is tired of these quarterbacks that they know ain't taking them nowhere. Okay, look, in this particular situation, Justin Fields need to be started from day one. The Bears need some positivity. They need to know that the future is now. Andy Dalton, man, I would be surprised they bench him halftime of week one, which means he shouldn't even start week one. No, Andy Dalton is a backup QB. Let him be in his position, a backup QB. Fields is the man in Chicago. Let's get the Fields era started now.
All right, Coach, jump in there.
I already been there.
You did. All right, Armani, jump in there. My bad.
Man, I'm looking for a pen in my paper because Cam and Andy Dalton, we could use y'all in the Navy, so you know what I'm saying.
Are you trying to recruit them? Yeah. You don't want Cam.
They could be out of a job. Y'all might as well just come on with me to the ship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's fine. I got some uniform items for you right here. Y'all can come and join me because eventually both y'all gonna be out of a job. Might as well go ahead and come on with your boy.
I don't think Cam would like those fatigues, judging by what he wear all the time.
Yeah. He turned that whole ship out.
Oh my God, I hope not.
All right, Thomas said Armani got his own Blair Witch project going.
I'm done.
He said Justin will come in to clean up the mess by week 3 as well. Maurice says let Dalton start since the Bears O-line is awful. The Red Rocket is colorblind. FRFR.
For real.
For real. Okay. Thank you. Justin may get the starter job at halftime. Oh man. The Red Rifle is basically a cap gun right now. Matter of fact, Colin Carher called him the Red Water Pistol. Trey Lance equals Justin Fields. They'll be starting this season. Okay.
I'm glad I don't play quarterback. Don't tell them what type of nicknames they have for me.
I agree with Coach. Start Andy Dalton and let Justin Fields save the team. Armani's welcoming Cam to the upper room. And now you camouflage with Clash with Cam's color scheme. All right. Last topic for 5 for 5. We're back at the stop where Shelby's going to be first as we talk about the Falcons. Here's the question. Are there any Falcons concerns based upon the starters not playing any minutes during the preseason, especially when they have a new head coach? Shelby, you are officially on the clock now. What you got?
I don't really have any concerns because it's not like we don't know who the starters are going to be. Because they only had 3 preseason games, they had a limited amount of time to really see what they had and to see who was going to be able to build around in that 53-man roster. So I really don't have that many concerns. I'm sure the people who pay for their season tickets would have loved to see some people they wanted to pay to see, but I'm really not that concerned. We know who's going to be the starters on offense and defense. There were no question marks. So only question mark was Kyle Pitts, and he only played a little bit. So I'm really not that concerned. I'm hoping that these meetings in Flowery Branch are going well because since they didn't see them in preseason, I hope they're warmed up for next week.
Red, jump in there. Falcons concerns.
Absolutely, we have concerns. We'll miss the playoffs 3 straight years. What's our quarterback name? Matt Ryan. Oh, yes, we definitely have concerns. We have concerns on the offensive side of the ball because I have yet to see this team play. The fact that they did play in the preseason lets me know we don't know what we got to look forward to next week. Defensive-wise, well, I ain't worried about them because they don't exist. So defensive concerns are always going to be there. Offensive concerns, yes, they're concerns because we haven't seen this team gel in the new offense as of yet. And as long as Matt Ryan is leading the show, we're going to have concerns until he either A, get lost, or B, take us to the Super Bowl. So absolutely, Rev, we have plenty of concerns.
Coach, jump in there.
I think it was one of the smartest moves in the world by Thomas Smith not to start the starters. Why give him a preview of Matt Ryan blowing the season? Keep him up.
And that's coach's concern. All right, Armani, Falcons Concerns. You're a Falcons fan. Go with it.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of concern. Well, let's just start with the O-line, right? The O-line didn't necessarily play well this preseason, but it is the preseason, so I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then Coach Arthur Smith had I guess one of our O-linemen went down, and everybody had concerns about Jalen Mayfield coming in to start. And his response was going up against Fletcher Cox was, he got to get baptized sometime. I was like, what? Coach, come on, man. Jesus. I'm like, at least double. If you're going to have Jalen Mayfield, a rookie going up against Fletcher Cox, at least double the man. But we have concerns on the O-line. We got concerns in the secondary because they be giving up a lot of big plays. So, Mr. Arthur Blank, you better be just like us fans. You better have an EpiPen.
All right, Armani has been horned. Let's see what the Reverend Knight Nation is talking about as we talk about the Falcons. Let's see what they got to say. Let's see. Here we go. Red's QB nickname would be Blaze. Falcons Hopefuls says in regard to the Falcons as he sighs, at least we still got our young ho.
Yeah. We got him. I don't know about his cleats though; they got stolen. But we
Lord have mercy, Lord. That's the kicker for some people who think he's being derogatory. That's the name of the kicker. So he got it. I love the Falcons, but regardless, they losing this season. Can't win with Matt Ryan. Kelly says, I think they should have played a few downs in preseason. I feel this was the downfall of how Kiki got hurt a few years ago. They were ready. I just hope they are ready for the season.
Kiki.
Who is Kiki?
There she go with them tech nicknames again.
And Kelly Nicole says the O-line is abysmal. Update, Oklahoma and Tulane tied at 14. All right, any other? We got about 90 seconds left to talk about the Falcons. Armani, you want to finish up what you said since you got horned?
So, yeah, just like I was saying, if we just got to come out and we got to at least win. Let's take it one game at a time. Let's just take it one game at a time.
We should beat Philly, though.
I think we'll beat Philly, but we got to take it one game at a time.
Just one game at a time. Don't look ahead to anybody.
Oh no, we can't afford to look ahead to anybody. We a losing team. We got to prove ourselves to be a winning team.
I still don't understand how we got picked to play in London.
What?
Yeah, and I don't want to hear no excuses about Matt Ryan. He rusty. He ain't playing the preseason. I don't care. He's a veteran, 14-year veteran. So I don't hear no excuses about Matt Ryan. Oh, well, he's just rusty. Nah.
Oh, yeah. No, he don't get no excuses. No preseason play. You better come out week 1 on fire, homeboy. No, I'm with you 100%. No excuses for Matty Ice. I don't care if he in a new system. I don't care if he got a new coach, new coordinator. Fool, you been in the NFL going on year 14. It ain't nothing that crazy. But in fact, Arthur Smith run a system you already ran before, the West Coast offense. So no excuses, Matt Ryan. You either give us an MVP season or I'm on you like freckles on my face, homie. I am on you every day, every week until you gone, dog. No excuses. I expect 10 or 11 wins or get gone.
All right, y'all. All right, thanks for that rant. Thank you all for your participation in this week's 5 for 5, and we'll have 5 hot new topics with 5 on it in the background.
Man, I was saving it for next week.
All right, let's move forward. And Maurice Stroll, check your inbox. We're going to bring you in just a moment. We're going to get now to our NCAA predictions for this week. Before last year, this was probably going to be called the Rev Invitational, but Coach jumped in and finally got off the losing streak and won him a championship in NCAA. Starting next week, we will have the years that we won championships. We know that Shelby and Armani have not won a championship because they haven't participated, so this will be their first year. Red, I think, doesn't have any NCAA double championships. You got one NFL. We're talking college football today.
Oh,
so this is our 5th season, and yours truly has won 3 of them. And Red has lost 1 none, and Coach got 1. All right. So I think it's safe to say this is the Rev Invitational. I would like to welcome Shelby and Armani to take their rightful place at either 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place.
Coach, please repeat this season. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna go for my first one this time.
Come on, Red. You're not gonna win.
Yeah, I take.
As long as I beat Red, it's a win.
Moral victory.
All right, so we're gonna
got you, Shelby.
We're gonna go ahead
for that
on.
Comment right there.
We're gonna go ahead on and jump in with our picks, and then we'll get to our Maurice Thrower in just a moment, who's in Atlanta for the Alabama-Miami game. So let's cue up some music as we make these picks. I will be joining in with the picks. So let's do it. Here we go. We're gonna start with Red. And
That's
we'll
right.
go around the horn. Here we go. First game on the docket. Oh, and just to let you all know, we can't pick the Penn State-Wisconsin game because that game is already started. All right, here we go. Indiana versus Iowa. Iowa's the home team. Who you got, Red?
I know Iowa's the home team, but I think I'm gonna run with Indiana. Indiana was a surprise, good team last year for their particular conference. I'm gonna stay with them and say they're gonna pull an upset today. I think they still bought the quarterback back and the running back. Not sure about the receivers, but I'm gonna stay with Indiana because Indiana got me a lot of wins last year. So I'm gonna just go out on the limb and say they ready to finish the job they began last year. They still got the same coach back. So I think Indiana football is on their way up as the Indiana basketball seem to be on their way down. So I'm going to take Indiana in an upset over Iowa at home today.
All right. Shelby, who you got?
I'm going to take Iowa. They're at home. I always like the home team, especially just getting back because these crowds are going to be incredible right now because they couldn't go last year. So I'm going to take Iowa, but I think it's going to be a close game. I got Iowa by 3.
So Shelby's going with Iowa. Coach, who you got?
I think going to match up.
You're breaking up, Coach. You're breaking up.
What about now? Hear me now?
Yeah.
Michael Penix Jr. was Indiana's quarterback, and he tore his ACL last year, so that might play a factor in the game. And Iowa returns all the secondary back, so I'm going to go with Iowa.
Armani, who you got?
I don't watch either one of these games, but I was
go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, like Red does.
None of us watch them.
I'm gonna go Iowa just because they're at home.
And I'm joining Armani with the Iowa pick because of home field advantage. I have no dog in this race. I don't know much about it, but I do remember the quarterback that helped Indiana make that run last year to have a great season. He did get hurt, and I don't think he's back in the saddle yet. So I'm going with Iowa as well. Shelby, it's on you for our next series of games. We got Louisiana versus Texas. Texas is the home team. So, Shelby, who you got?
I'm going to take Texas. They're home. Louisiana is probably their players are probably not on the game because of the hurricane and everything that's going on in their state. Don't know where they practiced last week, so I'm going to go with Texas.
Coach, who you got?
Every fiber in my gut go against Steve Sarkisian in Texas. I wish he would fall off a cliff. But
I know.
I'm going to give Texas because of Bijan Robinson. And Texas is going to win.
Armani, who do you have, sir?
I'm going to go with our old OC, man, with Sark in Texas, man. I think he's going to do something. I think he's going to do something special down there. So I'm going to go with Texas by 14.
I'm going with the whole crew. I'm going with Texas as well. Home field advantage. I got to go with Texas. Can't trust Louisiana, formerly Louisiana Lafayette, in a game like this. Red, who you got?
Every fiber of my being wants to go against Steve Sarkisian for what he did to my Falcons those 2 years. But I can't, because I already think I'm going to lose one game today, so I ain't finna be dumb and lose to Texas.
All right. We're in game number 4 at this time. Let's go to it. We're going to go to Armani's favorite team, number 1, Alabama versus number 14, Miami. Maurice Throw is having some problems getting on StreamYard, so right now we can't bring them in. But nevertheless, Coach, it's on you to start this segment. Who you got?
Alabama.
We missed what you said.
I don't need anything else. I don't need another. I'm not ready.
Why isn't Miami not ready?
I don't know how their defense is. Their defense is good last year. I think they much improved. So I go with Alabama.
All right.
God, no.
Oh my God. Dante says 75 to zip. Armani, tell us why Alabama's gonna win.
Alabama's gonna win just because your man Dante just said 75 to nothing. Good. Yes.
He's an Auburn fan. You got to keep that in consideration.
I forgot. That's right. You know, they a little hurt. That's okay. But yeah, Alabama's gonna win because of the game speed, man. It's different over there than SEC. We got bigger, stronger, faster players. It don't matter. University of Miami, Ohio, Miami Heat, Alabama by 27.
This man said Alabama by 27. I'm going with Alabama as well. I would love to see Miami pull off the upset, but they're not losing in a neutral field game, first game of the season. Miami would probably get rolled by at least 2 touchdowns. Shelby, Red, who you got? I'm sorry.
You know who? I ain't cheering for that Derek O'King or whatever he is in Miami. Y'all said if he win today or if he don't win today, he can forget the Heisman. Well, he can forget the Heisman and he forget everything else because they're not winning. They're not beating Alabama. Good luck in the ACC, but you're not winning Alabama today.
Shelby rounds this segment out.
I'll make it unanimous, Alabama. I mean, I would love to see Miami win, but y'all play in the ACC. No offense, but no.
Alabama. All right. And to round up our picks for today, Georgia versus Clemson. Armani, it's on you. Who you got, man?
I'm going with the Dogs today, man. I think Georgia might put something on Clemson today. You know, I know they both got. I know Clemson got a new quarterback, but I was watching spring football last year. This past spring football season, that secondary does not look good. So I'm going with Georgia. Georgia all day.
All right, and I'm going with the Bulldogs as well. Even though I'm concerned that the tight end, Big Washington, won't be playing, and also we know that Pickens, their best wide receiver, will not be playing, I trust the depth of Georgia more than I do Clemson. I think Georgia's defense is going to get after DJ, the quarterback for Clemson. I'm not sold on Clemson's replacement for ETN. I think Georgia's running game is going to be the difference in this game, and their offensive line, I think, will have something to prove to show that there will be an offensive line to reckon with. So I am going with the Bulldogs. Tell us why you're going with Georgia, Red.
Because Clemson is not as, like you say, not as deep and not as dimensional wise as Georgia is. They're pretty much one dimensional. UGA defense is going to get up into this quarterback, DJ, whatever his last name is. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but once we stop him and hold him in check, I don't think Clemson's defense is the same as it's been in the previous years. I don't think their running game is the same as it's been in previous years. That gives an advantage to the Bulldogs. We are all around better team right now, I believe, and we're going to win today, starting off the season 1-0.
Shelby, please tell us why you have a reason to swing your pom-pom.
Georgia. Our defense, most of our defensive line is coming back, and no offense, but Clemson, I don't know how to pronounce your quarterback's name. I'm so sorry, but he didn't play. I mean, he played in one game, and didn't they lose? Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think Georgia's going to blow Clemson out. I'm not that crazy, and because it's at Clemson, Death Valley is a horrible place to play.
It's a neutral game. It's a neutral game.
Oh, it's neutral. Oh, yeah, they're playing, but still, Georgia has. We know from the Notre Dame game that Georgia fans travel. Georgia fans travel well, but I think it'll be a good mixture of people. But still, I have Georgia.
All righty, and Coach. What you got? Who you got, Coach?
It all depends. You know, of course, it depends on the quarterbacks. Both of them are highly talked about. But Clemson lost a lot on defense, and that might be the key. Now, Georgia is not exactly setting the world on fire. As I'm looking here, they are 9-1 when they face a ranked opponent to open the season. So that could go either way. But I just think Daniels will have an advantage over the Clemson defense because they may struggle if they can't get pressure. I'm going to go with Georgia.
All right, the picks are in. And Red is going with Indiana, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. Meanwhile, Shelby is rolling with Iowa, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. Coach is rolling with Iowa, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. Armani is going with Iowa, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia, and I'm going with the same as Armani. So there was only one defector in this particular week, and it was Red picking Indiana while everybody picked Iowa. So either Red will be in first place by himself or he'll be in last place by himself next week when it comes to the pick'ems. And we'll start our NFL next week. We will start picking the entire NFL schedule, and then once teams start separating themselves from one another, we'll start picking particular games.
So we do the first 4 weeks, right? All the games?
All the games first 4 weeks, and then we'll start separating the pretenders from the contenders. All right. We're sorry that we couldn't get Maurice Thrower, but Maurice, if you could.
What happened?
He couldn't get on StreamYard for one reason or another. But Maurice, if you could, man, shoot some footage of you at the Miami, Alabama game, and we'll put it on the Red and Red Sports Show. Just give us some clean footage and just send it
to my page.
Yeah, well, send it to me.
Clean.
So I can put it on the Red Sports Show page. All right, gentlemen and lady, let's close out with You Have the Right. You have the right. I believe there's going to be some college football. You have the rights. I'm feeling it in my football spirit. Armani, you seem like you real geeked about this segment. I've never seen anybody rub their hands before this segment. So you got something special. So, who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
Here comes the passion.
Alabama, you just got the right. You have the right to do what you always do. Show out on opening day of college football. Let's go ahead. Let's put Miami out their misery. I'm gonna send Maurice some tissue. Whatever. It's all good. We roll tide all day today.
All right. Who wants at it next? Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
Okay.
USC, you have the right to start your season strong and finish strong for the victory.
All right, Shelby, you sounded like you wanted next. So what you got? Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
UGA, Dog Nation. You have the right to get loud for our dogs, and dogs, y'all got the right to win. And I'm talking win big, hit somebody, don't hurt them. Well, I mean, no, don't hurt anybody, but hit them hard. Make them feel it tomorrow.
All right. And Red, who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
Dennis Schroeder, your fiance has a right to shut up, telling us how we all gonna be sorry, how we all his haters are gonna regret talking about him. The only thing he gonna regret is turning down that $80 million contract. Only thing you gonna regret is picking a basketball player that's stupid enough to turn down an $80 million contract. So both of y'all, please have a right to shut up. Nobody's gonna feel sorry. Nobody's gonna be sorry for hating on Dennis Schroeder. We all feel quite lovely, especially Laker fans, that he's no longer part of the team. I got rid of him on my Hawks. I got rid of him on my Lakers. Now I can hate on his little ugly butt the rest of his NBA career. So Dennis Schroeder's fiance, sweetie, close your mouth.
All right, Red has spoken, and I'm going to close it out with just saying, the Atlanta Braves, you have the right to be the chump killers that you are. Beat the Colorado Rockies so that you can remain in first place after the end of this weekend. And my brothers and sisters in the sports world, that concludes the Red and Rev Sports Show for this week. We had a great show, and we're looking forward to being back with you on next week. Let's see, before we close out, did the Rev Night Nation have any comments? Let's see what they're talking about. Thomas said, Coach leaning on the elbow like he about to Oh man, that's funny. Jonathan Rusher said, good show, y'all. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Thomas said, Braves, you have the right to finish strong. Kelly Nicole said, JSU, you have the right to be FAMU on tomorrow. Black college football. We got to bring back the Black College Report. Yeah, we got to show the HBCU some love. Vincent Woodruff said, Miami, you have the right to show Clemmy and the rest of the ACC that you're about it. Maurice Throw said, De'Ara King, you have the right to show up and have Armani fall out of his Oh, great show, Nation. God bless you, Vincent. Thomas said Tuskegee versus Fort Valley tomorrow in the Red Tails Classic. Let's get them. Rooting for us, Tuskegee Tigers. Red, let's see. I'm trying to get to it. Red has spoken. Let the Laker fans say amen, and fabulous show. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to episode 202 of the Red and Red Sports Show. We thank Armani and Shelby being our special contributors for this week. We look forward next Saturday, for episode 2,203 of the Red and Red Sports Show.
NFL preview.
A great week, man. Have a great week. I'm tired. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Go Dogs.